Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to the channel, and for the last time this season, let out your cries, let out your sighs. We're going to be looking at Scottish Premiership kits. I know, it's some of the best content, and there's going to be no more for the rest of the season, but it's time to go through the Premiership away kits for the 2021-22 campaign. But don't worry, it's not the end of kit talk altogether. If you want more, then make sure to go subscribe to the new second channel. Hey, first time I've shouted it out on the channel since I've started it. Already, I think there's about 600 or 700 subscribers on it. There's been no videos yet, but this season, when I'm not wanting to talk about Celtic and when I'm not wanting to talk about Scottish football, I'll be on that channel talking about whether it be English football, German football, Italian football, kits, people controlling my social medias, FM, whatever. Anything that's not Celtic or Scottish football related will be over on that channel, and I'm looking to have a lot of fun there this season. Champions League stuff and that too. I'm looking forward to just doing something a little bit different, so if you haven't already, make sure to head over and hit subscribe, and also hit subscribe on this channel on the road to 30k. The link for that will be in the description below. This video was also brought to you by OneFootball. Yes, the OneFootball legends return to the channel. They're sponsoring us for the next little while. The OneFootball app, as you all know, is one of the best out there on the App Store to keep up to date with everything in the footballing world, whether it be live scores, whether it be news updates, whether it be team selections, whatever you need, it's all in the one place. So if you haven't already, make sure to head to the top line of the description and download the OneFootball app using my link. By doing so, you're helping out both me and the channel sponsors, and obviously it just keeps you up to date with football. So let's get into ranking some kits. Right, we'll start at the bottom as we always do, and this season I don't think there's any outrageously bad kits, to be honest. I think there's ones that are a bit questionable. I don't think there's any that are like, what is that, burn it in a fire. I think it's all pretty standard stuff, and it gets better as the list goes on, of course. So let's start right at number 12, and I'm going for St Mirren. They're right at the bottom, disappointing me here. It's just a red shirt. That's it. It's like, I like a plain shirt, but there's some that just look too plain. This is one of those shirts. I literally have nothing else to say about it. Digby Brown. Number 11. Not as plain as the last one, but still a bit boring, a bit bland. It's the Ross County away shirt. Yellow with a camouflage through it. I've never actually been a massive fan of camouflage on kits. It's not for me. And it looks better with the yellow going through it, but once again, the sponsor ruins this kit. It's just, for me, a really boring attempt at an away kit, and if I was a Ross County fan, I'd be disappointed with both efforts, home and away this season, to be quite honest. Here we go. Oh, biased Celtic fan. Oh, raging bitter person comments coming. It's not that great. The number 10, it's the Rangers away kit. Look, the reaction from me was actually better than a lot of the Rangers fans' reaction. I scrolled through the replies when it was announced, and oh my god, Rangers fans will not happy with this kit. Yeah, it's a bit all over the place. There's a bit too much going on, and once again, the thing that ruins it mostly for me is that attempt at gold on the shirt. When I seen it in person, again, I thought it was just far too yellow or far too orange, whatever it was. It wasn't quite gold. It looks gold in the promotional photos, but then in person, it just looks a lot worse. And I think that's the story with this kit. I think it looks decent enough in the promotional photos, then you see it in person, and it's not as great. As I said, I don't think it's an awful football kit, but I do think it's towards the bottom end of this table and at the kind of questionable section of the Premiership away kits. Also, and I'm not a Rangers fan, so I wouldn't know, but there's this whole nod to Govan. And to be honest, Govan is shite, so jokes. Christ almighty, you get hung for these sort of jokes on this channel. And at number 9, it's the Aberdeen away kit, which, funnily enough, reminds me a little bit of the previous shirt, the Rangers away shirt, but I feel like this one's just a little bit cleaner. There's not as much going on. They've still went for this sort of kind of dark and then golden colour scheme, which was there with the Rangers shirt, but in this one, I feel like it's not meant to be gold, it's meant to be orange. That's the colour it is. And it looks sexy on Emmanuel Thomas, to be quite honest. It's probably where the shirts start getting into the good tier for me, because I think they've just kept this simple. It's the navy, it's the kind of orange, and it goes well. It's not going to set the world alight, but it does a solid job. It's also very difficult to see, but if you look close enough, you'll notice there is like a slight tartan kind of effect going on with the shirt, which does add to it, and it would make it better. It makes it a lot better than what it would be if it was just plain blue. Number 8 then, Dundee United. Their home kit split opinion in the comment section. The last one, obviously, I placed them very, very highly with their home shirt. It's either one that you love or you hate. The away shirt, I feel like, will do the same sort of thing, but I like it. It's once again a sort of simple but yet different sort of approach to an away kit. Paint splatters through it, the orange and the white, the classic colour scheme. I feel like all the best Dundee United away shirts that I've ever seen have always been the orange and white ones, and this is the same here. I'm not usually a big fan of stuff like random paint splatters, the same way I'm not a big fan of camo, but this one hasn't been overdone. The sponsor sponsor fits the shirt well. I think the only changes I would maybe make is maybe turn the sort of branding and the sponsor to orange rather than black. Maybe have a black stroke on it. But look, it's a tiny complaint. Overall, it's a nice, simple kit, but also has the effect of being something a little different. This one stood out to me at the weekend. Number, what is this, 7 now? Is it 7? I think it is. Number 7 is the Livingston away kit. It stood out to me at the weekend when watching the Rangers and Livingston game. But this one's nice. I like it. It's simple, and I've said this so many times before. I'm a massive fan of white kits. White kits are always ones that tend to be my favourite sort of kits, and this one they've done well with. The sponsors always annoyed me in the Livingston shirt, but the yellow, the black, the white, it goes together well. They've kept it clean. Don't turn it around because the back of it is a bit annoying with the double sponsors, but from the front side on, it's pretty spot on. Nothing has to be changed. It's good. It's elegant. It does the job. Another one that I think will split opinion as we enter the top half. I absolutely love this, and this is where I think it now comes into the all of them are belters sort of category. I love this. But number 6, St Johnstone's away kit, a nod to the past. I love it when teams throw it back and they remake something of the past. I think it's the early 90s for St Johnstone. The red and white stripes, Christ almighty, you'd think Atletico Madrid were playing. Well, you see St Johnstone rock up in this, but it is so nice. I love it. They've got the gold through it as well to give a little nod to the success of last season, but they're throwing it back to some of their more successful times when they had full stadiums, as they hope to see that this season after the success of last. I really like it. It looks classy to me. It really does. It just looks like, I don't know if it is just proper Atletico Madrid vibes or something I'm getting off it, but it just looks like a classy football team should play in it. And I rate this from St Johnstone. A real good effort. A throwback as well. Well done. It is almost a 10 out of 10 there. Number 5, it's Dundee. I put them quite high on the home kits list as well, and just similar to the home kit, it's classy and it's simple. I know I'm using those words a lot, but I love this, and I love the colour scheme again. They're keeping the same colour scheme from the home top, but of course they flipped it to make the sort of light blue or cyan colour the main colour on this kit. I love a collar. I'm a fool for a collar. The sponsor's clean and tidy. The white, the navy. I don't know if it is cyan. I don't know if it's another colour, but I love it. And once again, it's got that pattern sort of through the shirt that represents a little bit of the city of Dundee. It's just put together really nicely, and I think Macron have done a solid job here. It's like, just nice. It's really nice. Another one that's close to being a 10 out of 10 in my eyes. Number 4, I'm going for Celtic's away kit. One that when it was first sort of announced, I wasn't a massive fan of, but now that I have it, now that I've seen the team playing it, and now that I've seen so many people wearing it in person, it has grew on me an awful lot. Can I use the words again? Can I say it? Simple and elegant. It is. They've got that sort of what I called at one point the Christmas wreath round the badge, but a nod to the, of course, Celtic heritage of the club. It's just a nice colour scheme. It's been kept very simple, and you can't go wrong with that. And I think Adidas have done well in the second and third kits, opposed to maybe the home kit this season. And I really do like this. The gold, hopefully, will have a meaning come the end of this season, but with the start of the season, not so much. But I like it. It's very sort of vintage feeling as well. And I don't think there's an awful lot wrong with the shirt. There's nothing at the shirt you can go, that's bad. The sponsor, slightly. I hate the alphabet sponsoring. But because you can change the colour scheme on it, it usually makes it a bit more acceptable. And now we take it into another tier altogether. This is the 10 out of 10 tier for all 3 of these kits. And it was hard to put them in a winning order, but here we go. Number 3, I'm going Motherwell. Theirs is a toe tapper of a jersey, but this is a beautiful kit. The black and the gold, or the black and the yellow if you like, it's just so nice, and the way that it kind of stops each way to let the sponsor come into the shirt, which really does fit the shirt as well. There's nothing wrong with this jersey at all. Like, I can't see a single issue with it. It's a 10 out of 10, and wee Gogs, you'll be rocking it this season. This was so difficult to pick a number 1 and 2. Number 2 though, I'm going to go with Hibs. I'm going with Hibs for number 2. this is just stunning. Once again, immaculate, nothing wrong with it, gorgeous. The green and the white, it's the best colour scheme in the league, of course, but the green and the white, the pinstripes, honestly, Adidas, listen to me and listen to me now. Give us this as our away kit next season. Just change the brand and the badge and the sponsor. Just give us it. It is gorgeous. I love it so much. Really well done. Again, they obviously won the list for the home shirts. For me, I put Hibs' home shirt at number 1. For the away shirts, it's going to be number 2. I think it is just perfection. Once again, seeing it in action the other day and seeing the players wearing it just made me look at it even further and go, wow. And once again, I like how it's a sponsor that they've been free to change the colour with. They can put green in the sponsor to make it fit the shirt. That is always a bonus, but the pinstripes are so class. I always love a pinstripe, but when it's done well, and this has been done really well. Which brings me on to the last kit, which is number 1, and I think the best away kit in the league this year. It's the Heart of Midlothian, the Hearts away kit for the 21-22 campaign. Only announced, revealed the other day. It is beautiful, and Umbro have recovered themselves from what I thought was a very disappointing home top for Hearts. Ironically, Hearts had to beat us in the opening game of the season, but this away shirt is so nice, so nice. The light blue, the maroon, everything. It's just so gorgeous, and I love that shade of blue. It looks so nice. The sponsor's really cool as well. It's obviously, I don't quite know the meaning behind this sponsor, and I need to go and look it up. Always Hearts. It's not like a big company or anything like that. It might be a charity related thing, but the kit itself, and I like the kind of marble effect or whatever it is through the blue as well. Honestly, just stunning. Well done, Umbro. Another classic example of why you make the best kits. That does it. Oh Christ, that was a long video. Like and subscribe. See you all next time.